I'm gonna tell you what the God is. Bring him in.
From my YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
God too. Because we're building, God, and we don't want that image, right? Because image is everything. There's some people here who may have never got in front of this parliament and spoke, but their actions speak loud. That's actual fact. You can give me the numerical calculation of how 1,120 feet per second travels in an hour and then break it down, just like light, but I'm giving it to you in the most practical sense. That light travels faster than sound. There are people who will see you first, then they'll hear you. And then when they hear you, you need to have magnetic, and the sound you make is not making noise. So we're back here. We're back. We had before, during a pandemic, going black and sick, got up. There's no, listen, this is not a job, it's a duty. A duty means this, that I don't care about you being sick. You God, get up there, because this nation needs you. That's how I gave it up. Went to my brother, let me get him right. He's sick, let me get him right. Why? Because we need to get back on track. And we did. But it's not going to be easy for us. But right and exact is the rule of thumb that we have to be. First of all, let me say this too. And I'm going to say this, and it's real simple. I'm not going to pound the problem. I'm going to give you, here's the problem simply with us. I'm in your way, and you're in mine. We get each other's way unnecessarily. Needlessly. I need to be with you, not in your way. Right. Right. God, listen to me. I said this before. You ain't gotta like me. We share the same culture. But when it comes to an idea that has something to do with the elevation of this nation, then we need to come together. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Can't nothing about you not liking me. It's about your babies. Scar even his children. And listen, once again, I'm speaking intensely, but God is building. God building. Him and his man single-handedly, historically, got your power. Out of love, you're supposed to know. And people came to him with, you go, where's the money? What you mean? What do you ask with the money? I gave God money so we can get the power and have a good time. And the Cotton Club. Money for what? Come on, man, stop starting stuff. What you need to do, God, please, God, that's peace and enterprise. How may I help you later on? Come on, man. I'm not going to see the reason why we're not going to repeat history because we know what happened. The alphabet is now, not yesterday. We're renewing history, not repeating it. And we got God's here, man. God's overlooking all your beautiful faces, right? And you're building. Once again, because this problem is not for that. Please, man, if you ain't got nothing kind to say, just sit down, man. Right? We got guests coming. We got people dealing with nation business coming to express to you what's going on. So that's why we want people to come in here. I do it too sometimes, guys. I'm not gonna act like me in church. I want to hang out too. I get, God, please, I help my brother and whatever. But the problem is in here. Because here's what you don't want to happen. Because this happens quite often. Right? We're building, information is being given to you, people are dropping it, and then I'm asking mathematics or D'Amico Sumar, look out what he said? Oh, you sound like the slave trader. Not slave trader, the slave, the uncle. Then what happened? Oh, this person left. But you wasn't around. You didn't want to knowledge the wisdom. So now you don't know. Sport and play was what you wanted to do. Let me tell you something, man. If you can, Rasheen, take a picture of everybody. You sitting in that seat like that is beautiful enough, too. Not to hear me speak, but somebody needs to do the knowledge here. Huh? I need to listen to what you're saying. Okay, because sometimes, right, when you do the knowledge, you can, okay, God, pardon me, it's happened to me, I spoke. Yo, God, now silent. What do you mean? That wrong word. Right, because you don't do 5%. You don't play that one. Every word you see out your mouth got to be right. Why? Because words are power and living seeds, and once planted to your mind, can germinate and grow. So we want positive things to be said. We ain't trying to create Frankenstein monsters here. Because you discontent. Yeah, I am too. You hype because we're in a fight. We're in a fight here, God. Make no mistake, here we have wisdom on the hard road. Absolutely. What you thought, you quoted these lessons? There's other rules and regulations not mentioned in this lesson. Y'all put other rules and regulations but not mentioned in this lesson. How can I continually keep them from coming together? Damn, we just went back, their leader. Okay, you know what we do? This microscopic, we go something in the atmosphere. Right? They sit in there quoting, telling you how the devil is made. Right? But we came through that too. Right? Because we have the knowledge and the wisdom. And we overcame that. And we moved forward. But this is real, God. We have to take what we know, our lessons. We've been quoting years, months, and days, most everybody in here, and we have to apply them, which is what you're doing. And we have to continue to keep doing that. But let me say something to you. Saeed told me this. One of the best examiners in the business. He said, especially me, that was. Said, this is what he told me. I'm a Jew thief. Yeah, we dropped that over too. And Jew thief meaning I'm not going to plagiarize your words, but I like words. Right? He told me, when you examine a person, right? Because he was fired. When that degree said, there's some ladies that call me a quote warm, and some ladies in the chamber, make no mistake. You slip up and do something, he got you. And I was young, quite often that happened. Quite often that happened. But he said to me, God, how you gonna perform the duty without knowing the meaning? You speak not from knowledge, yeah. Knowledge God is that degree. She ain't the only one that knowledge is God. You don't know, dummy. I do. So let me get it to you, man. Knowledge, I'm gonna give it to you. So you know. Then you can perform the duty. But the duty is to teach you established civilization righteousness, the knowledge of the signs of everything in life. But what's the meaning? That is most important. So we understand the meaning, and the meaning means to let me teach knowledge with all human families on the planet Earth, but let me do it in a manner that suggests me being civilized. Make no mistake. Let me say this to you too. We're not at no juncture where we need to put hands on people, but we're not doing that either. For God and his woman, we said her too, this is the issue of God and earth. God and his woman are no punks here. We're not. You ain't got to be a conquest. We got a whole lot of it here. But you got to have, and why? Your word is your bond, and your bond is your life. Right? Now, I don't mean that you got to run around here, but let me say something. Just because you're beautiful, I'll put one in. Yeah. A lot was just simply going to see Dora. There's no great mission. Wasn't he killing me? He died for us. No, he didn't. I went to go see my wife. But in the interim, me doing that, the enemy waited. Why did they wait? Because they knew, listen, man, they truth. That out of all these people on here, they truth. They ain't got to do no gambling. He owed me some money. If we could cut their head, see, an old school Machiavelli move, then maybe the body would fall. But he empowered us to be leaders. That's what Islam means. I see leaders and masters. I'm not prostrating with Jamie Fleckton here. We're building. So yeah, it hurt us. Sure enough, we separated, but God came together and got us together. Sure did. I got one of the God's students in the back here. Princeton, Allah B and them got the show and prove together. God was going to knowledge out there in the desert, the oasis. Right? So we can have the show and prove so we can come together for that particular purpose. But let me say this, man. Y'all beautiful, man. Ain't no greater love than love of my family. We need to understand that and start acting like that. But we're a nation. laws, rules, and regulations. Make no mistake about that. Right? And those things need to be enforced. By enforced, I don't mean, again, I know some people get sensitive. Well, he said enforce, God, he's trying to get me. No, we don't mean that. I mean that we need to let you know, look, come inside. I don't care who you walk with. Come inside. In fact, your magnetic energy is needed here. Right, because again, I'm telling you, as we speak, the world right now is looking like CNN. Y'all be looking, okay, 5% they get something. Now let's see how they act. I'm not, I want to see what they do. That's why that's important. And just like my father, man, we ain't judging nobody. I'm just telling you, man, God, look, man, it's a time and place for everything. You want to hang out, and I want to break bread with my brother, break, take it up 7th Avenue, or take it down Lenox, or 8th, which not in front of this building. Right? I don't care nothing about that, man. I may go up there with you, peace, God was good. But let's do it. There's a time and place for everything. Time meaning this. We're not on the clock, but it's a measurement from one point to another. What have you done from this point to that point? I'm not on the clock. He is. He's racing. That's why we having a hard time coming in here. Make no mistake. That's why they never died, man. Yet your enemy don't want you in here. Now, your enemy is not the piece to the school system. It's not them either. My big brother Bilal told me, came to my aid. Said, God, listen, let me talk to you, man. He said, listen, God, it's not that you, this is the wisdom I'm getting on the Jews to get from them. He said, God, it's not because you're behaving and what you need, it's because, man, X, Y, Z, God possibly let me boom and show up. Come on, brother, right there. One of the brothers, like many of us, who took the instruction of Almighty God, said, and went to school, became a doctor. And all the rest of these brothers, here, my brother here, Shabu and them, planning. If I want to plan something, put something together, and that's why I'm sorry I didn't bring it. I still got another, and I'm going to conclude. I have next Parliament. I have sign-in sheet for people, for your skill set, whatever you do. Most of you sign for it. Doctors, lawyers, whatever you do. Right? That's what Dumont did. I stayed and showed you. That was the most greatest thing you can do. Because we want to build the nation, you need to go back into your resource. We don't need to ask nobody for nothing, God. We don't have to do it right here. I don't have to go to nobody, God. But you need somebody to represent you? Yeah, in the school system and speak to them, there you go. There goes your brother. You want to plan something, God, in the event? Yeah, because I ain't got a clue. All I know, that'd be a good idea, see him. I single-handedly did that with no money down. No money down. Got the whole nation and their mother and father, cats and dogs was in here on the 50th. Remember that one? Right? You got people, carpenters, home health aides, construction, carpentry. Come on, we rich here. Don't even like you the poor right to teach, because it's the part where you was treated poorly here in North America. Your mind is rich. You ain't no minority, you the majority. Come on now. All of y'all. Young God here. Young God, let's stick with these circle God. We gonna teach the class, God. We gonna teach the young, we gonna do, it was a sermon. I just I'm gonna get paid today. That's you all over again. But you're supposed to do that. Because God ultimately is about these children, God. Like when the law came to Messiah, and all the rest of them when they were 16 and 12 and 13. And the city seen, again, once again, going back to that bill, God, when they seen, oh, okay, what y'all teach? No disrespect, I had to talk about the government armed struggle. God said, man, it's about education. I need school for my children. And they gave it to them. A lot of them still there listening. So we not overthrowing no government. The only government you gonna overthrow is the devil on your plane, on your body, in your mind. Wash your brain matter. So this seven ounces of thinking matter can be right and exact. Because we do right now need doctors, lawyers. I watch some of them grow here. I'm getting old. I'm watching you have grandchildren. You're my father's prince. What? Yeah. Come here. Let me like this here. They grow, so you gotta have something for them. And when we talk about the babies, God, you need to pay a visit to their mom. You can't take for granted, okay, you're going to put a school over here. Okay, that's good, but what is in their best interest? How do you capture them? I can't talk to them like I'm talking to you and him or him. First of all, like you got it. I got a computer room. I know you like that one. They break their neck going in there. Every child come in there, they could be real, righteous people. I mean, my father, you got a computer room, boy. That's a video game. I'm there. Y'all got it. That's Dungeons and Dragons. I get it. So you need to be able, through that language, communicate to them. So here goes your best foot. Me and Unique already doing that, spearheading that. Get your children, bring your children to the school. See the God. Now, I'm not up here, again, to pontificate, P-O-N-T-I-C-A-T-E, to annoyingly express an opinion. See, look at that, the black man do this, come on, you didn't teach nobody nothing. First of all, what's today's mathematics? How do you make that applicable to the idea that you manifested? Yes. Yes. Speak, Queen. Speak.
You said raise everybody's children.
Wow.
That's what you said.
Oh, okay. Let me fix my hat with that one. So the baby asking that let me say this to you, though, Queen. That is a word called ambiguous. That leads to many points. Yeah, absolutely. The children should be here. But let me get to your point, though, because I know pretty much where you're going with that. They should be here. So let me raise my hand. Let me raise my hand too, and let me bring some children next up. Let me be the first one to say that. The baby said, "Where's the children at?" See, I heard you talk about where they at. So let me bring them. They please speak to you. And Anthony responded to the statement I made. Oh, you want to pay a visit to my mom? So it was on my mind. Where are your children? I said, whoa. Okay, there. So my homework is, besides class I do on Saturdays, let me break my neck and bring my children here. My children mean children. That's right. Now, when you bring them here, I have something for them also. Right, and then when you speak, because I know I spoke to them earlier, two babies. They introduced themselves, Somali and Mizana, yeah. Right? You need to have something for them. And that's what Hashim said. Don't go nowhere, Hashim. You know what I mean? Have something for the children. You know, so let me conclude, man. You're beautiful. We up here to build what the parliament is about. We're about to get up here and we're about to teach, give you information that you need. We're not up here to blow hot air. If you're going to express a problem, I'll let you know now, please. One second. If you're going to express a problem, have a solution. Let me speak now. Don't get up here with that crying, oh, look, but the reason why we don't come together, let me say this to you. That's a scientific, mathematical impossibility. I've never known a time where God didn't come together. Why? The eye round to give you a well-rounded picture of reality. Here we are. Come on. Here we are. Yeah, there should be more people adding on, but I don't worry about that. I build with the builders. When you build with the builders, then you destroy the deceivers. Why? Because then people see, oh, if you're not doing that, definitely you're not builders. Not just necessarily at the law school for those that are sensitive. I don't have to be there. Well, what are you doing, as I said in the beginning, at home and abroad? Last thing, as I bow out, yeah, what? No, you're not, God. You're going to sign in, and then you're going to do that. Then what?
Something that you said. I'm just letting you know that with that resource, I never gave that up. And it is a digital.
Okay, God. You're cutting the bill, God, to do that.
There's a digital place where you
Wow.
go in and you can sign it and turn it
Thank you.
and put your resume in it.
Okay.
I've been saying that.
Okay, I was doing good because you really can't go through with that. Now, why don't you sign in, come in and add over?
Good.
Yeah, oh, so you just want to come in? Okay, so we'll take him out of here for a minute. We talk about that, dog. I'm gonna say it to you, peace!
Peace to God's nerves. I'm being lost mathematics. I see today's mathematics being wisdom's all gonna be born. I have a little short build I want to build on right quick. When it says wisdom's God, it's the ways and actions of God that's making knowledge born. It's not lip professing it, it's walking it. It's living it. I had to order a book this week to do the knowledge to. Anybody ever heard of John Ali III? Do anybody know who that is?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
John Ali III.
No.
That's Elijah Muhammad's third son. He wrote a book called The 120 Lessons, Knowledge of Self of the Black Man. This book is being deemed the book in North Carolina that God's earth should go by when it comes to the nation of God's earth. I had to take the time out to address that issue. Here it is, they trying to graft them back mentally to be a Muslim. These are the forces in nature that we're dealing with. I'm the liaison for the Office of Cultural Management. Part of my duties and responsibilities is when I see books, when I see people get incorrect information when it comes to the nation of God's earth, lead them in the right direction. Again, I speak about this every universal parliament. We have correspondence of mail that comes to a law school. God is asking, where can they get proper knowledge of self? I'm ordering this book, I'm ordering that book, I'm ordering this book. I just had to write North Carolina Department of Corrections to tell them the only book they should be going by is the true history of Allah and His 5%. That's the only book that's being recognized by the nation of God's earth here in Region 1, which is the foundation where the knowledge of wisdom started when the law first brought it to us. We have a bunch of correspondence. The God professor, True Living, our correspondence coordinator, he has a big task at hand. We're looking for God's and earth to be able to assist them, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to replying to some of these correspondence. Even though we're bringing up a nation business, we already coordinated with Region 4, with the God Self-Allah, who's in the back, and the God Sword, God Self from Victory Allah, the God Sword from Victory Allah, and also Allah King Wise,